Ugh. Okay, I think I'm ready to record this video. I've got my coffee, so yeah, let's get into it. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do something slightly different, and I would do the assumptions about you hashtag or challenge. So I've been seeing a lot of these videos on YouTube. I literally spend so much time on YouTube. Honestly, I don't really watch TV on Netflix as much as I do watch YouTube. So I've been watching these assumptions that people make about the creator or the YouTube or the person behind the brand or whatever, and I find them so interesting and a lovely way to get to know other YouTubers. So then I thought, well, why not offer it to you guys so you can get to know me a little bit better. So let's just jump straight into it. So Paper Moon Child said that you're actually a marshmallow. Yes, that is very true. I am 100% marshmallow. Von Bunny said that drawing comes easily to you and you don't suffer much with creative blockage. This one's a tricky one. So creative blockage does happen to me, so I do suffer. Oops, I better turn my phone off. Creative block does happen to me, but what I do is when I'm in that really creative mindset, I have notes all broke down on my phone, from YouTube ideas to illustration ideas to book ideas to all sorts of different ideas. And when I'm in that kind of creative zone, I go to the notes on my phone and I write them all down so that I don't forget them. I find this really, really easy for when I'm in that creative block mindset. I can go to my phone and I can kind of run down all the ideas. Maybe I'm struggling with a YouTube idea. I'm like, oh, I've got like tons here, that's great, I'll do this video or whatever. So that's how I get over my creative block. So it probably feels like I'm creative all the time, but realistically it's just because in my creative moments I write down all those ideas. Definitely that's why I seem like I'm creative all the time, but I definitely go through those creative blocks and kind of when I don't feel as creative. Drawing comes easily to me. This one's a tricky one. I would probably say yes, but the reason it is because I love it so much and I don't find it hard to do. So I feel like it comes easy for me because I've been doing it for a very, very long time. Since I was a child, I've always been interested in that, and yeah, because I enjoy it so much, I do feel like it comes easy to me. But if I'm trying to emulate another art style or I'm trying to learn something different, I wouldn't say I'm like the greatest illustrator ever. I have simplified my style over time so I can produce more work. But when I'm trying to learn new techniques or stuff, it doesn't come easily because I'm focusing really hard on that new skill or technique. So in certain aspects it does because I absolutely love what I do, and in other aspects it doesn't if I'm trying to learn a new skill. Quaints said you love pastel colours. It's very true, I do love pastel colours. Or Gundam said you forget your umbrella a lot and have done this so often that they are located everywhere you go. Yes, I never used to carry an umbrella around with me, to be honest, but I actually purchased one off eBay, which is also a UV umbrella which I can use when I go to Florida, and it is so compact and so small, and it's pink obviously, and it now sits in the bottom of my handbag, so I haven't actually forgot my umbrella for quite some time. But I'd never even used to carry an umbrella, I just used to get wet. I'm in England, I mean, it's pretty common to rain here, but now I feel like a pro because I've got an umbrella in my bag at all times, so that's great, unless I change my bag and then I'm screwed. A short person said you don't like to eat British food and would rather eat American or Italian foods. Not true. My favourite dishes are British foods. So parmos are from like Teesside. Roast dinners, like a Yorkshire roast dinner with big Yorkshire puddings, is my favourite meal of all times. If I could only eat one thing, it would be a Sunday dinner, especially my mum's Sunday dinner. On mine, I'd do a mean Sunday roast. So I think when you've grown up around that food, it kind of becomes your favourite thing. I also absolutely love scones, as you might have seen, and I love fish and chips, I love pie and peas. So in fact, do you know what, I love all food. I mean, you don't turn into this marshmallow without the love of food. FM Studio Art said you have always been good at drawing and illustrating comes easy to you. So this is similar to the last one. I would say illustrating comes easy to me in terms of I love what I do, so I don't find it a task or irritating or anything like that. I absolutely love illustrating and I find it really natural for me, and it feels like it's what I was meant to do. I wouldn't say I'm the best illustrator, like I said. I've always been good at drawing. This is hard to say. I think maybe I'm average, like just because I've been doing it since I was a kid, so maybe got an A star in my art GCSE, so maybe I am good at drawing, who knows, but I wouldn't say I'm like the greatest. There is a lot more better people out there than me, but I do find it easy, I think, because I just love it so much. So Asteroid Artist said, I assume that your favourite Disney movie is Tangled. Absolutely love Tangled, but it's not. My favourite Disney movie is probably Beauty and the Beast classic version and Little Mermaid classic version, just because of the nostalgia. I had long red hair for a very long time and I used to feel like Ariel, and it was awesome. Zoek, or Zo0ek, said everything in your life is pastel pink and cute. Not everything is pastel pink and cute, but I would say quite a lot of things are pastel pink and cute. I have pink in nearly every room of the house apart from my kitchen. Even my kitchen's got a pink glittery tablecloth, so probably. But it's more muted in my house. It's kind of blended with other pastel colours and white, and it's kind of more minimal style than it is here. It's kind of a lot more cluttered and OTT, but my home life does have aspects of pink. Yeah, pink is in every room, so probably. Pale White Girl said, I assume that you have imposter syndrome even though you work so hard. Definitely have imposter syndrome. I still can't believe the amount of subscribers and followers I have. Sometimes like I'm shocked and I'm like, how did I even get this? It's crazy. I think a lot of creatives suffer from imposter syndrome. If you're not sure what imposter syndrome is, it is basically the feeling that you are a professional and people view you as a professional, but you yourself feel like a fraud. You don't feel like you've earned it. You kind of feel like, what have I done to deserve to be here? Am I really a professional? And you doubt yourself all the time. Or at least that's my approach of imposter syndrome. So yes, I definitely struggle with that. I'm trying to get over it, but it quite frankly is very, very hard. And yeah, it's a struggle, but as time goes on I'm starting to recognise the work and what I've built is quite an accomplishment, but it's still a little hard because we can be our own worst critics, am I right? Sheba said that you are very kind. I don't know how, but when I first came across your work, it gave a very cozy, kind vibe. That makes me so happy, because what I want to kind of give to the world in terms of my art and my illustrations is happiness, kindness, love and all that good stuff, and I just want to make people smile in general. And I laugh at my own illustrations sometimes if I draw a really cute face, and if someone just looks at my illustration and gets that slight pick-me-up, a slight smile on the face, that is me so accomplished and so done. As for me being very kind, I like to think I'm kind, but I definitely have some nasty moments. I mean, who doesn't? Ask Dean. Sometimes I can be really mad, especially if he leaves clothes lying around everywhere. Maris Stella said, even though you are famous, I am definitely not famous. You still value your fans so much, and I love you for that. I definitely value each and every one of you. Fans to me makes me feel weird, like saying you're my fans. I don't like see you as that way. I see you as a Katnipp fam, like you're my friends, and like I love you all so much. Like I wouldn't be here without you guys. Like honestly, I genuinely wouldn't. The only thing that I really wish I could do was reply and respond to every single one of you. Like literally, it's heartbreaking sometimes when I see my inbox and I can't get through them all. I definitely appreciate every single ounce of you being here. Honestly, it really does mean the world, so thank you so much. And we're friends, not fans, so yeah, internet hugs from me to you. Grace Elizabeth said the main reason why you do art is to make others smile. Yes, definitely. Like I said earlier, like just making cute things and making people happy, and that's why I really want to get into children's book illustration. I know I've done a children's book already, but my own as well, is to make just people happy. Like I know Disney makes me happy. I'm not a child, I'm an adult, but I don't care. Child, adult, it doesn't really matter to me. Just cute things and fun things and funny things in general, happy things make me happy. So I want to give that to someone else, whether they're a child or an adult. I don't really care who you are or what you are, and if I can put a smile on your face even for a split second, that fulfills me so much. Simi Crafting said that you don't have anything black in your closet at all. Well, I'm wearing black right now, even though it's a Disney shirt, but yeah, wearing black. Definitely have black in my closet. Some of my favourite dresses are black. especially for a night out like a cocktail dresses, I definitely do wear black, but I would say a lot of my clothes are kind of floral, pink and white and pastel blue and stuff, but do definitely own black clothes. Mandela X said, you never expected all this support and that your shop would grow like this. 100% true. I thought I would gain the support, but over a very long period of time. So I've always been in this for the long-term goal. Like when I'm 40 or something, I want to have a range of children's books and stuff, or sooner if that can be sooner. I never expected my shop to pick up this quickly. Like it has been 3 to 4 years. Has it been 3 years? I don't even know. And to have the growth that I have is phenomenal, and to have your support is absolutely outstanding. YouTube definitely helped me when one of my first ever studio vlogs kind of went on the trending page, and YouTube picked me as the creator on the rise. I couldn't actually believe what was going on. If you told me 3 years ago when I was first starting out, listen Catherine, it will only take you 3 years to get to this figure, yeah, I wouldn't even believe it, to be honest. Doodly Terror said, you love pastels and hate scary movies. So I love pastels, but I love scary movies, guys. I absolutely love horror films. In fact, in the last 2 weeks while I was at the lakes and while I was here, I have watched around 3 to 4 horror movies. Absolutely love horror films. Anything by Blumhouse, to be honest. The Purge, absolutely love The Purge. But definitely love it. That's why I loved Halloween Horror Nights. But I definitely can only watch a couple a week because it starts to affect me a bit more. I think as I'm getting older, I used to suffer really bad from night terrors, which is probably because my consumption for horror films was so high. And if you have any good horror films, definitely recommend them to me. I used to be petrified of The Ring when I was like 13. I remember watching that when I was 13, and I took the TV out my room because I was so scared that Samara or whatever her name was going to come crawling on my TV. But yeah, I love horror films, big horror film fan. Heartless Studio said that you were already married. Oops, lol. No, I haven't been married before, but I have had several other long-term relationships before Dean. Maurizio Lopane, I'm sorry if I'm saying that, or Lopane, said that you hate winter. Yeah, I don't think I'm a huge fan of the back end of winter, like that kind of January, February month. They're just not great months, are they? He also said, or she also said, that you did not like art at the start, but then you grew to love it. No, not true. I think I've always really liked art. I've always had an interest in it. I can't tell you where my interest came from, honestly, because my mum and dad and my whole family, no one's artistic. I was kind of the first artistic-y one, and then it kind of rubbed off on my brother and sister. Just always liked it. I feel like it's kind of my calling. Very strange. I also used to really like singing too. Kinsey Kennedy Wogan, you are not very good with money. True, I am not very good with money. I am reading some books about financing and money because I think it's really important to learn, but I've now hired an accountant and we're trying to get through the slog of stuff, and I'm more creative than I am financially good, not the best with money. Rose Musinart said you are a bit of a perfectionist based on your episode with the stickers. 100% true, I am a perfectionist, but I'm trying not to let that hold me back. So I have been trying to avoid being as perfectionist, try to make things as perfect as possible, because there is no such thing as perfect, really. Art Peppy said you have several cute plush toys on your bed and you like sleeping on your back. I don't really have any plush toys, really. I think I've got 3 in total, and I use that as a spooning pillow. I actually sleep on my side and I spoon something with my leg and my arm. Other than that, I don't really have many plush toys at all. Gallery Ichsani, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I have an assumption that you are already rich before starting Katnipp. Not true at all. In fact, I was in debt. I couldn't even at one point get a mobile contract out because I was in so much debt, and I was on minimum wage, and yeah, I was not rich. I've never been rich, and I come from a very working class background, and everything I had I put into Katnipp. Every spare bit of change I had I put into Katnipp, and as Katnipp grew I slowly started paying off my debt, and then I started being more clever with my finances, but no, definitely not rich. In fact, opposite of rich. I was scrimping and saving like crazy. I was in debt and I was on minimum wage, so definitely not. Hayley Smith said you like dogs more than cats. No, I would say that I'm more of a cat person purely because I grew up with cats. I also love dogs. I've never had dogs, never grew up around dogs. I used to be very scared of dogs until I got Daisy and we rescued Daisy, and yeah, I fell in love with dogs from then. So I love cats and dogs, but cats probably have the slight edge over dogs, but Daisy, I still love you equally. Penny Dover Backwards said, you're an LGBT ally. Yes, 100%. I've actually got some pride pins that are in that box down there that I used to sell. I would love to bring out a new pride range, and I've already made some pride designs for stickers and stuff, so they'll be coming very soon. But definitely LGBT ally. A pen-ass illustrator has wrote, you are very shy but pretend you aren't. I've always classed myself as an extrovert, but something that I've learned recently is that I'm a lot more introverted than I actually seem. I actually do think I'm a little bit shy, but I overcome that by being overly confident. It's weird because not a lot of people would say that I'm shy if they knew me, but I think deep down it's kind of like a cover-up for my shyness. So my overconfidence is kind of a cover-up for it, and I think as I've got on, I've learned that I'm more introverted than what I once thought. So I'm kind of like an extroverted introvert, if you can have such a thing. Haley Girl said, your house is always clean. My house, especially downstairs, is always clean. I'm quite fussy about it. Dean gets a bit annoyed about me about it, but yes, I would say that a lot of it's clean. However, my spare bedroom upstairs normally has clothes that pile up because I absolutely hate doing laundry, and Dean actually does the laundry, and I always take ages to put my clothes away. So we've just got back from the Lake District like 4 days ago, and my suitcase is still laid on my bed and I need to put that away, but I am going to be doing it this weekend, so don't judge me, guys. And she's also wrote, you don't yell very often. Lol, you're the freaking best. Definitely not the best, and I definitely do yell, especially at Dean, and sometimes Daisy if she's doing something very naughty. I do shout, but not very often, I wouldn't say. I would actually yell. Do I yell? Like, I wouldn't say that I yell like that. No, I don't say I yell. I just kind of become more moody. I'm like, if I'm talking to Disney, I'm like, no, bad girl. That's pretty much very extent of my yelling. Sophie West Illustration said, you're super rich. I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about money or finances. I don't think there's anything bad. I am learning to become more aware about money. I used to think money was evil and like, oh, you don't need loads of money to be happy and all this, but I'm trying to re-educate myself with learning these finance books that money is not actually evil or disgusting or horrible. But I'm definitely not rich. Last year when we've just done our accounts, I earned less than the average UK worker by the time all my expenses were paid for. So that's why I love my patrons and patrons so much, because they help support me and give me a wage so that I can support Emily, Mike and these 2 studios. So by the time I've paid out Mike, Emily, the studio, post office bills, new products, my expenses are very high, so I end up coming away with probably less than the average salary. I think the average salary in the UK is £29,000 at the minute, and last year definitely earned less than that. This year I might just go over that, who knows. But thank you so much to my patrons who help give myself a wage, because I use that Patreon money as a way to take a wage, so that any money that I get from Katnipp I can kind of reinvest it into new products, into growing Katnipp, into employing Mike, employing Emily. I am definitely not rich, but however I feel very rich and fulfilled in my job and my career, and I definitely have enough money to get by and live comfortably and still be able to go on some lovely holidays and stuff with Dean. So I would say I'm living a very comfortable and fulfilled lifestyle, so in that sense I feel very rich. We're going to have to stop this soon because I have been recording for ages. Do you feel really confident in your body? This is difficult because I have always been quite big growing up. I lost a lot of weight when I was a teenager, and I was always up and down my weight, and I always felt unconfident in my body. Definitely as I've got older, I've learned to become a lot more confident and just comfortable. I love my body. This body allows me to live and allows me to breathe and succeed and come to work and do all the things that I've done. So I absolutely love my body, although I would like to treat it with a bit more respect by being a bit healthier to it. But I do think I'm a lot more confident in my body than I used to be in my teenage years. Avera Boutique said that you're your videos are a genuine representation of you? Yes, I would like to think so. I just turn on the camera and I talk to you guys as if I would be talking to a friend. Yeah, I turn on the camera and I talk to the camera the way I would talk to anyone. I actually do a lot more annoying voices probably in real life, and I do a lot of baby voices, and I know that can annoy some people, so I try and tone it down in my videos, but it definitely does squeeze out most of the time. But when I'm editing, I tend to cut those bits out because I don't want to annoy you too much. Raphael said that you never get mad or angry. It's just not worth the energy getting mad or angry because it gets you nowhere. I think it is natural, and I think it is normal to feel anger and feel madness, but then be aware of why you're angry and why you're mad and what is it that's really annoying you. But yeah, I do definitely get mad, do definitely get irritable, I would say, probably more than mad or angry, but I wouldn't say it's like that often, to be honest. The Paper Hound said that you don't earn lots through YouTube, you just love doing it, loves you. Very, very true. I think people think that YouTubers make a lot of money, and I'm here to tell you that my ad revenue alone would not even be minimum wage at a part-time job. It is not a very good pay, definitely not. I am happy towards any pay that I get for YouTube, because you are right, I absolutely love doing it. I love connecting with you guys, I love building this community, and I would do it probably for free, to be honest, but with the help of my patrons and obviously my online store, it helps me keep doing these videos for you guys, so, and I absolutely love doing them, so that is very, very true. And I'm going to end the video here, guys. I hope you learned something a bit more about me. Yeah. I hope this gave you a little bit insight and you know me a little bit more and the person behind Katnipp, and a lot of your assumptions were quite true, and this was a super fun video to film. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for my patrons who help support this channel, help me take a wage and pay Mike and Emily, and allow me to record videos like this for you guys. Thank you so much, and thank you so much everyone for watching. It honestly means the world, every single one of you being here. I'm so appreciative of you all. Thank you for helping Katnipp grow and being part of the Katnipp fam. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you very soon. If you have any video suggestions, just leave them in the comments and I'll put them in my little idea notebook. I'll see you very soon then. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.